My name is Kylie Cruz and welcome to KCNails. In today's video, we're going to be removing these press-on nails without damaging our natural nails and without damaging the press-ons, so that way you can reuse them. Before we get started, if you're new here, hi, welcome. I hope you like and subscribe. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the support, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I put these press-ons, I applied them like 2 days before Valentine's Day, and they, as you can see, have grown out just a little bit, not significantly, but I need to get them off because I have some other things to film. So we're gonna go ahead and remove them. As you know, I create a lot of press-ons, and so I want to be able to help you guys out and let you know how to remove them without damaging your natural nails and without damaging the press-ons. As you can see, some of the polish has chipped on the sides. That is actually like my fault because I don't all the time file down the shine off of the full cover nail tips. That's just me being lazy, and that's only because I make them. I'd never do that for clients or anything like that. But other than that, they have been on for about a week and a half, and the integrity is good. Everything has stuck. So we're going to go ahead and take cuticle oil, and I tend to gravitate towards a wooden cuticle pusher only because I feel like it's not rough on the nails, and I feel like too that you can just maneuver it a little bit better underneath the nail. So I do tend to gravitate towards the wooden cuticle pushers for this. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that cuticle oil all over my press-ons, and I'm going to do that underneath as well. I'm really trying to get it soaked into the, hopefully a little bit of like the openings if there was any from lifting. So definitely don't be shy on this step. You really want to just drench those nails as much as possible. And then I'm kind of using that cuticle pusher to see if there's any like lifting and to lift it a little bit more, just to kind of soak that cuticle oil in a little bit more. Now I'm making sure not to be very like rough. I'm trying not to pry because I haven't done any soaking. Like these have been on, like I said, like a week and a half, and you know, I feel like they should be lifting just a little bit. But no, they haven't. I am worried about this thumbnail only because I just reapplied that like 2 days ago. I was opening something like super rough and it just like went flying off my nail. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Dawn dish soap. I always heard about this, little hack. And so I take the Dawn dish soap and I get pretty warm, I want to say not warm, but hot water. Don't burn yourself, of course. And I mix it in with the Dawn dish soap and some more cuticle oil. I put quite a bit of cuticle oil in, and then I just like swish it around and mix it. I would say baby oil would be great too. Probably go more towards the baby oil so you don't waste your cuticle oil. And then I had to dump more hot water in because it was a little bit too hot at first, and so I ended up putting too much cold water in, and then the water I just couldn't find that balance. So that's what I was doing here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put more cuticle oil on. And then we're just going to go ahead and soak both of our hands for around 10 minutes. And I ended up watching like this food channel on YouTube that I love. I love, I don't know if you guys watch it, like the Best Food Review or something, like with Sony, what is his name? Sunny? Who knows? I love that show. So if you watch that channel too, then yeah, like, But I watched one of his little episodes, so that's what I was doing while I was soaking my hands. So it was around like 10 to 15 minutes. I had to pause it. So I went ahead and soaked my hands, and in between soaking, I like around, I want to say 7 minutes or so, so halfway, I took my hands out and I kind of just like maneuvered the press-ons as much as I could, like just kind of like tilting it back and forth, seeing if it's loosening up, getting that extra cuticle oil to soak underneath. So go ahead and do that. And like I said, I am a little worried about my thumb on my left hand only because I just reapplied that nail and like the glue's all fresh. So we'll see how that comes off because it's pretty intact. So going back in towards the end of soaking, so this is around like 13 to 15 minutes, I went ahead and again just kind of like maneuvered the nails, and I went ahead and grabbed that cuticle pusher, and I just kind of wanted to see if it would pop off, and it did. And okay, I really didn't have to try that hard. It just came right off. There was no damage whatsoever. The nail underneath, like the press-on, did have a little bit of glue residue, but I'm gonna go ahead and remove the rest of the nails, and I'm just gonna take that wooden cuticle pusher, and I'm going to go from the side there and just, you know, take a little bit of pressure and finagle it off. Trying to get the nail for you guys, it slipped in the water there, and I want to show you the bottom of the press-on nail so you can see that it's not damaged. It just needs to be cleaned up, and they are fully, you know, reusable, intact, like everything is good. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with removing the remaining press-ons. And this nail right here, this one was like super easy to get off. It barely took me any pressure, which was really nice. So like I said before, the whole goal here is to remove that press-on so you can reuse it, but also without damaging that natural nail. And yeah, so there are some things underneath, like there may just be some residue, there's extra glue underneath the nail, it needs to be cleaned up. We're not going to go over that in this video, but if that's something you guys would be interested in, then comment down below and I can make a separate video with cleaning up those press-on nails. So, as I said before, I'm nervous about this thumbnail. I just recently glued it on, and it did take me a little bit more finagling, I guess, around the sides there. I know that I probably could have just like soaked that one a little bit longer, but I did just end up working my way around and loosening it up. As you can see, it is definitely taking me twice as long, maybe 3 times as long as it did for the other ones that had been on for like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. That's no problem. I continued to work at it, and I did get it off, and I did get it off without damaging my nail. So that was glue residue right there, but I will show you at the end there. You can stay tuned and see what my nails actually look like, and there was no damage. So I did continue on with removing all 10 of my press-on nails. I did the rest of my right hand off camera. This nail, it wasn't like really stuck on there. I'm really bad with my left hand, and it went flying. So it did come off, but it did look like I used a lot more pressure than I did with, you know, my left hand. But it's just because I just don't have the angle correctly with my left hand. So there was quite a bit of glue residue on that right thumb, and as you can see, the inside of the press-on it really needs to be cleaned up. So these are what the nails look like as soon as I had just removed them. They are a little bit red, just like from irritation, but there really isn't damage, and I will show you that in a second here. But this is just like right thereafter. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and e-file my natural nail off camera to get that glue residue off and just clean them up. And I will show you guys at the very end what it looks like. So this has been like a day or two since I had removed those press-on nails. And as you can see, my natural nails are unharmed. They have no damage whatsoever, no redness, no tender like spots on them at all, like no sensitivity. They are in perfect condition. My left pinky was already messed up prior, so that had nothing to do with this removal. But other than that, yeah, press-ons are ready to be cleaned up and reused. That is a video for a different day, so let me know if that's something you'd like to see. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really hope this video helped you guys out. Make sure to like and subscribe, and if you want to show a little bit more love, then please leave a comment down below. Okay, bye!